Hey, BassGeek here, and I know the fall is all about downsizing, but there's still some big bait fish out there. And when you get around them, you need to throw a big bait for those big bass. Let me show you one of my favorites. That's right, geeks. I know everyone, including myself, tells you to throw a smaller bait in the fall. And you're going to catch a ton of bass doing that. You need to be able to recognize when you're around bigger bait fish. I'm telling you, it is key to getting some of the biggest bites of the year. Because like I always say, big bass would rather eat one big steak than a bunch of little beanie weenies. You know what I'm saying? So I like all kinds of topwaters this time of year, but there comes a time when I need to catch a big bass, or I'm targeting big bass, or I'm targeting bass that are targeting big shad. And there's still a ton of big shad. The only reason you downsize most of the time in the fall is because there's so many yearling shad out there. So shad fry, small shad. It never fails if you can get in the right area that's got those bigger shad or got some gizzard shad, it's big bait time. And there's a few really good walking baits out there, including this one, that have a very big bait profile. One of my favorite big walking baits is the Big Swift from Cornerstone Baits. Now, if you geeks remember back, Cornerstone is a company that I talked about their deep diving crankbait a little while back, and you guys blew that video up, trust me. And I'm about to show you why. If you haven't seen it, or if you're just seeing this, I'm going to show you why you blew, or everybody blew, that video up. And I will leave a link at the end of this so that you can go watch that video and check it out. But what's great about these, and this is one of my favorite colors right here, which I don't even remember the name of. I'll have to look it up for you, but it'll be in the description below. This is Japanese style plastic and paint jobs, top quality. Not only that, these are owner hyperwire split rings, and of course the oval style split ring on the front instead of the circle, which I love. Owner hooks, love these things. These are number 4s, and let me tell you, they're extremely sticky sharp. So you don't have to change components on this. They build a quality bait at a very reasonable price. That was the one thing when you guys come back talking to me about the crankbaits, is you were blown away at how well priced these were. And these things have got a great sound. It's like a combination of deep and a little bit of rattle. So a very unique sound in these baits. Now I'm going to show you a few that I've bought over time. This is one of my favorites in clear water and around some smallmouth. This is very translucent. This is called Space Shad. Always going to have some sort of chrome. And this paint job right here, I don't know if it's going to pick up, but it's got this incredible green, this incredible like pearl, I don't know, color down the side, including some little fins. It just goes to show you how well these baits are made. If you haven't checked out Cornerstone, you really should. But this is called Shad Hammer. And I really love this because of the chartreuse just on the side when it's rolling, a little bit of blue, and of course that white belly. Always got to have one that's got a good white belly to it. This is greenback herring. Now, one of the things that I love about the attention to detail, look how low that chartreuse is on the side. So as it rolls and changes, you're going to get a little bit of flash of that. You guys that are fishing the blueback lakes, this might be a great color for you. So there is one way I do love to rig a topwater bait, and something that I love about this bait is that I love this bait, and you're going to want to throw this bait a little bit on windy or choppy conditions because of that flat nose. And what that does is it spits a little bit of water, so it really draws those bass to this bait. Now, what I'm gonna do though, to get a little bit extra walking action out of it, I'm gonna tie a non-slip loop knot. And to do that, all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tie a overhand knot right there. I'm gonna run it through and bring it down. I'm gonna pinch that, try not to get hung, twist it about 5 or 6 times. Then I'm gonna run it through both loops and I'm gonna pull it down. And then you just moisten and cinch down. There you have a loop knot. Cut that tag in and we ready to go. Oh yeah, fall is here. You can see all the leaves on the water. Now this is what I'm using for my Topwater, and I love this combo. This is a Fitzgerald. That is a VDL10, man. These little reels cast a mile. I love them since I've got my hands on them. Been trying out a bunch of new stuff from them. This is a 7-2 to 1. And of course, this is a TFO Taction. 7.3 medium heavy fast. And you can see it can handle this big topwater. This is an incredible topwater combo. And I always pair it with some sort of mono. This is 14-pound test. All right, geeks, so whether you fish from a kayak, a 10 boat, a Cadence like mine, or whatever else, you need to check out this new battery, this 16-volt battery from Ionic. It is incredible. It fits in anything that you're fishing out of, especially you kayak guys that are running some sort of forward-facing sonar, or for that matter, anything else. It comes with its own charger, and I've got a discount code for you right there. Go check out Ionic. If they run the Cadence, they'll run anything else you've got. Now, like I said, what I love to target with these style walking baits, it's got that flat nose. This place is just like this. You see we've got even just a little bit of chop, a little bit of wind coming in. It's perfect for that sort of stuff. It's perfect for what's really right behind us over here, and that's laydowns. So what's great about this bait and its action is it's going to be less of what I call a vertical, which is right at you, and more of a horizontal, which means it's going to go side to side. So you can fish it over deeper bass and call them up when you're working it good and slow. I'm going to give you 2 retrieves that I love for this style bait. One is going to be when you're fishing, say, this type of area, a point that's got some deep water off to the side. And one of the things that I love to do when I'm throwing this style of bait up in shallower water is start it moving very quickly, get it out away from the bank, and then pause it for just a second, and then really change that cadence up to a slower, more methodical, wide glide action. That'll call those bass up out of those deeper haunts. The other cadence that I love with this bait is something that I don't want them to get a good look at this bait. So what I'll do a lot is a really fast retrieve when the wind's blowing or it's really choppy out there, but I'll do it in short bursts. So I'll chop it real fast and hard, stop, give it a couple of slow, and then chop it real fast and hard, and pause it and give it a couple of slow walks. It really works for big smallmouth. Now when it comes to hook set, you guys see me do this all the time. It is really a side to a 45-degree hook set. That's going to keep those bass down. This is a big bait. Small bass will hit it, smaller than you think. So keep the rod tip low when you're bringing them in. Try not to let them jump, because they will torque these things no matter how good the hooks are. And these are some sticky, sharp hooks, but no matter how good they are, they will throw this bait due to its weight. I don't recommend lipping these bass. If you can boat hop them, boat hop them. If not, get a net. If you have to lip them, just be careful, because again, these things are going to go through you. They ain't going to go in you. They're sharp. So as always, geeks, I'm going to put links to the description for Cornerstone. Go check these out. I picked up several, plan on picking up several more. Really like their square bills too, and it is square bill season, by the way. So if you didn't see the big crankbait, let me tell you, those things are amazing. They're extremely well put together. Make sure you go check out this video right here. And as always, questions, comment in the comment section below. Like it if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you join the 100% Watch Squad and ring that bell. Love my 100%ers. And as always, you geeks rock.